Surprise! You saying hi, Kida? We're at my house today because I have 3 Shabby Tabby graduates, so let's see them. Behind the camera is Justin. Say hi. I'll actually take this. Here's Mr. Rambo. Hi, Bubby. Here is our most recent adoption. Alfalfa Sprout. Hi, buddy. Say hi to everyone at the cafe. They miss you. And Rambo again. But Alfalfa, say hi. Do you love it here? I think you do. I think you do. His best friend ever is Justin. So.
Because he likes to play with me. Especially playing catch. Which he does.
They do everything together. They snuggle all night long. Hi. So for those of you who don't know Alfalfa, Alfalfa is a 13-year-old man who was at the cafe for quite a long time. He got at the cafe around like early March-ish, and then he ended up staying there until we took him home, which was June. So he was there for a while. We thought he was bonded with his brother Rascal, but turns out they ended up hating each other probably just as much as Kida and Rambo did. But Rascal did get adopted too. But we got him home, and this cat is more energetic usually than our other cats, which are Kida and Rambo are 2 and 3. But Alfalfa, our old man. Hi, buddy.
I'll take some blame for him being so tired because I just wore him out for like the last 20 minutes.
You were playing catch in here?
Yep. Sprinting all over the bed as soon as I finished making it.
This is really, right here is Alfalfa's zone, the bedroom. He doesn't really leave it much, but if we're sitting on the couch and he wants attention, he will come out to us. But he constantly wants attention, this cat, like 24/7. So I bought these shelves because we have them at the cafe, and when we first met Rambo, he loved to sit up on those things in the cafe. Even Alfalfa at the cafe, he loved these shelves. Do our cats use them now? No. Never. Ever. Ever. I think Alfalfa went on it once and was like, nah, I'll take the bed.
He only went up there once because I put all my stuff up there, and he's like, let me try to knock everything over at the same exact time.
Yeah. But Rambo still really loves to like sit on things, and we got him this hammock, and it's his favorite spot. He has 2 favorite spots. He has the hammock and then the cat tree. Bubby, you want to say hi? You probably don't know Rambo and Kida. They were Barnabas and Poppy at the cafe. You probably don't know them because we snatched them up 2 seconds as soon as they got there. Baking in the sun as usual? Kida, everyone misses you. People still talk about her to this day. She's my munchkin. She is my sidekick. We do everything together. I can't do anything or go anywhere without this girl.
For other favorite activities, such as getting picked up.
Yeah. She's a screamer when she gets picked up. Whoa!
You ate some acrobats. Get picked up.
The best thing about our cats is like they're all so gentle and friendly. The biggest drama queen when it comes to getting picked up.
I'm good. What's the matter?
She's like, please don't ever touch me again. We have their fort right here. It's a new addition that we just got yesterday, and we like to, you know, let them play around with their boxes. Alfalfa actually will come out here, and this bed, they don't use it. But
Except
it's
for a
more
toy
like
box.
it's their toy box, so we put all their toys in it so it's not like all over the ground. And then Alfalfa will come walking out. I actually have a video of it, and he'll like and he'll just pull toys out that he wants and then darts back into the bedroom. Kida does the same thing sometimes, but her favorite toy is a hacky sack, which there's one right there. Every night when we're about to go to bed, she picks that up in her mouth and screams on the top of her lungs. As loud as she can, she screams and brings it over to us. But one time, she woke you up in the middle of the night by flinging the hacky sack right onto your head.
Like 2 o'clock in the morning, I get smacked in the face with something and thinking it's Leah, swinging around in her sleep. Next thing you know, Kida's sitting there on the floor staring at me with a hacky sack at the floor, and I realized that she flung it up and drilled me in the face with it.
Yes. Yes. She loves to get rowdy at night, but... She's so pretty. I love this girl so much. Like, more than anything in this whole world.
Gotta earn it.
What would we have done without you, mamas? Nothing. So this is my main man, Rambo. He's the easiest going of our 3 cats. We hold him like a baby a lot. He's a sweet, sweet man. We're gonna clip your nails, Bubby. He's so easy. We can't do this with Kida, that's for damn sure. You're a good man. And then, so the first time I took him to the vet, they said that he's 3 years old. They thought he was 6 at the cafe. And I was like, okay, whatever, like, I'll still take him. Like,
Ooh, that's a dagger.
Like,
Killer.
6 years old is still really young for cats. I know everyone who's, like, looking to adopt a cat is like, I want a kitten or I want 1 year old. But just even 6, like, still at least 10 years of life that you got left with them. So, which one are you getting?
Trying to get his crack
thumb.
nail.
You got it. Rambo. He's like, don't touch that thumb.
Alright, I'll leave the thumb. I'll give you one weapon.
So, he was 6 years old, and I was like, okay, so they thought Kida was 2, which she is, and then they were like, oh, he looks older, because he's pretty large. He's a good-sized cat. What's wrong, Bubby? Just your toesies, and then you're done. So I took him to the vet, and they were like, oh, he's actually 3 according to his teeth, and they were like, you should really consider brushing his teeth. And I was like, okay, how am I going to do that? And then I got him a little brush. We'll show you. I got him a little finger brush.
Alright, you don't like the thumb.
Say hi, Bubby. He's my mans. Bubby. My boy. You're my boy. Okay, so let me actually adjust him. So I got him this finger brush. Show them. And we have this, like, I guess toothpaste for cats.
Some sort of toothpaste, whatever it is to make their breath less stanky.
Yeah. And so he lets us brush his teeth. He's like the best cat in the whole world. I've never had such an easygoing cat ever.
Come here. There you go, bub.
We mostly only get the fangs because his baby teeth are, like, his little front teeth are like the smallest things ever.
Come on, bub. You know 10 out of 10 doctors recommend. I know.
Almost done, bub.
Let's get those little teethers.
The baby teeth.
There's those baby teethers. There you
Yummy. You do
See?
so good. Bubby.
And now you're licking the toothpaste, see? You do like it.
He does like it. He's my man. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. I love you. Want to say hi? We live in a little apartment, and we were living here for about a year, and our landlord would not let us get any cats. She was constantly like, no, no cats. So after like a whole year of me asking and constantly getting denied, well, I think Justin really was the one that convinced her and was like, hey, can we have a cat? Because I think we had a mouse problem, and she was like, okay, now you can get a cat, because if it's gonna stop the mouse problem, then let's do it. So we went to the cat cafe, and the first cat that we saw was Poppy, who was Kida, and she greeted both of us. So like as soon as we walked in,
Greeted me.
She greeted you first, and then she greeted me too the same way. Bobby! I love him so much. So Kida greeted Justin first by like nuzzling up against his face.
She like crawled up my chest from the top of the table.
I love you.
And was just rubbing her head up against my face. So I sat down at the table, and then she hopped in my lap and wouldn't leave for the next like 30 minutes. Even when I tried to stand up, just standing her ground. She was like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. He literally picked her up and put her on the table, and she was like, no, I'm going. And she went right back into his lap. So we said to Melanie, we were like, all right, give us an application. And we filled out an application while she just sat in his lap the whole time. So we walked in there and found our cat within 5 minutes. Not even.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was doing the application, and we submitted that, and then I got my interview call, and they said everything went well, and then at the end of the interview they were like, so the thing about Poppy is she comes with a brother. And they were like, we don't know. So Kida was at the cafe already, and they had just figured out that Barnabas, who is now Rambo, came from the same house, but he was still at the shelter. So they were like, we're going to put them together tomorrow, and we want you to go in there and see, like, they might not be bonded, but we want you to, like, see, you know, if you could take two. If not, then Kida might be off the table for you. So that was the whole thing. And then, so I was like, all right, if Barnabas is going to be there tomorrow, I'm going to be there tomorrow as well, and I'm going to meet him. And so when I first met him, you couldn't go, you were working.
Yeah.
But when I first met this cat, I was like, okay, he's mine. I sent a picture to Justin, and I was like, look at this boy. And it was the angriest picture. Like, he looked so mad, so angry in the picture.
He's like pissed at the world.
Yeah, because he has like a mean-looking face, and he's like this big cat. So we were like, oh my god, this cat, he looks mean. And that's the first thing he said. But I was like, I swear, I promise he's not. Like, he lets me hold him. He's so sweet. He's so gentle. But he looks mean. He was like, oh, well, his name could be Rambo. And I was like, it could be. And he was like, does that mean we're getting two? And I was like, yes, we're taking two. So that's how we got Kida and Rambo. And that's how Rambo got his name. Because Barnabas was just a little too, I mean,
He's
Rambo.
not Barnabas.
But Rambo doesn't suit him very well either. I call him, his full name is...
I'm glad you're forgetting, because you're making him sound like a sissy.
It's a Wamboweenie Wambowski Poez with a, not an R, but with a W.
Hard no.
There's nothing.
It's just Rambo. One word, like share. It's just one word.
It just doesn't suit him. He's just so gentle. He's a gentle giant. Like, we could do anything to this cat. And
until he gets all crazy, starts sprinting around the house and attacking all the scratching posts at maximum speed. That's when he looks like Rambo. Very tactical.
But it's very rare that happens. He's my mushy boy. And then with Alfalfa, you know, I knew him for the longest time because I was working there at this point. So when we got Kida and Rambo, I was not working at the cat cafe. I only started working there in March of this year. So when I got to the cafe to start working there, Alfalfa was also there like within the week. So he and I were there at the cafe. We got there at the same time pretty much. And then he was there until June, until we took him home. People were interested in him, but you know, people hear older cat, like he's a senior, he's 13, how many more years does he have left? But we don't really care about that. We just want him to be like super happy and, you know, have a home and know what love is for the whatever years he has left, because that's what's important to us. And I couldn't imagine not taking him.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine not having all of our cats because they are my whole world. I live and breathe with them. But, I mean, I can't imagine we decided not to take Alfalfa. That would have been the biggest mistake of our lives. But what really prompted me, like, I was talking about it a lot. I would joke around a lot about it with Justin, and I would be like, oh, so, like, we should take Alfalfa. Like, aren't you shocked I haven't taken Alfalfa yet? And then we had Ivy. She just went into, like, her organs were failing on her, and it was the day that we had to put her down that I was a mess. Like, that was the first time I really ever had to put down a cat. And, like, the cats at the cafe, I feel like, are my own pets while they're there. So to have to put her down, it, like, completely destroyed me. So I came home and I was tossing around the idea. I was like, I don't want that same fate to be for Alfalfa. Like, I want him to have a home, you know, like, and I want him to feel love. And, yeah, that's something that's going to happen sometime. It might not be soon, it might be in 10 years, but that was the moment that really was triggering for me to just do it and bring him home. The next day I got him a haircut and he came home with us. So, and he's been here, he's settling well, he loves the bed, that's his zone, but they have started eating together now. Dinner time.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, but Alfalfa knows when it's dinner time. He comes running out here and waits for his food like a good boy. Why, hello there, Alfalfa Sprout.
Oh yeah, playtime. Oh yeah.
Wow! They could do this for hours.
Quick speed.
Oh, good kill. Good kill.
We did have him get a tiger cut when we first got him because he just had such long hair and it was really hard to maintain at the cafe because his hair has to be brushed like every single moment of every day because it gets so long that it knots so easy. So we had a tiger cut, which is growing back now.
Pickle Rick.
But I've never seen him play like this at the cafe, ever. And now this is what he does all day long. Is that comfy in there? Uh-oh, is that your food drawer? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Everyone knows.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Alfalfa, go to daddy.
I can figure out how to open this freaking thing.
Alfalfa, where are you going? They also eat chicken directly out of our hands.
Oh, there you go, killer.
Rambo lately has been just putting it in his mouth and, like, dropping it. I don't know why. You don't like the flavor? He's turning into, like, a human food only cat, which is bad. Rambo, get that. He prefers chicken.
He's like, nope.
He's like,
I'll take it.
he's like, this is not chicken. So ridiculous.
I think he liked the fishy ones better.
And then he's the one that, like, you drop it all out of your mouth and he leaves so many crumbs.
Yeah.
Alfalfa's a problem because he inhales it like a vacuum cleaner. Snack time for the babies.
Earn it.
Justin gives me a hard time when I give them treats because I give them like 20 at a time each. Right,
They
Alfalfa?
have to fight for their food.
You're a skinny mini. You're a skinny boy. You need to put on some weight. You want another treat? Here you go, bub. Did you even chew that one?
He's like, nope.
I don't think so. I don't think you did.
Alright, one more each. One for you, Killa. Oh, okay. Let's bring it down to your level.
So then I don't think we did actually talk about when we first got Kida and Rambo home. They were not friends at all. Bless you. They would fight every night, probably over territory and stuff, because it was a new environment. But so Kida and Rambo come from a house where they were both abandoned. So I guess their previous owners just picked up and left them behind, and then the landlord ended up bringing them to a shelter, and they were rescued then from a kill shelter. So they had not the easiest time, and Kida definitely still has some issues with that. So when we first got her here, we couldn't leave them home alone for very long because I think it kind of gave her like flashbacks to when they were abandoned, which really sucks. And she actually like will give herself UTIs from the stress. Like I think she just tries to continuously pee all over the house. Like we'll come home and there's like droplets of blood because I think she's straining so much to urinate and like mark her territory all over the house out of panic. That, you know, she gives herself a UTI and we have to rush her to the vet. But she's gotten a lot better, and I think she's built up a lot of trust with us that we're not abandoning her when we leave. But it took some time. But we thought, oh, they're friends. They came from the same house, these two. And they hated each other so much. I mean, they would fight.
Smacking each other.
Yeah, fight every night, like full fight, to the point where like I would have to come out and pick up Rambo. Like Rambo's so easy, so I would just pick him up and like hold him in my arms. I'm like, why are you fighting with her? And that happened every night when we went to bed. And now they actually have gotten to the point where like I see them groom each other all the time. They play together. Rambo, I think, is still a little intimidating to Kida because he's so much larger. So like he'll try to play with her and she won't be having it. But they don't really mess with Alfalfa yet. But I think eventually, like, we all sleep on the bed together some nights. Kida likes to sleep on her bags, her shopping bags, and Rambo likes to be up here. But for the most part, they all get along very well. So if you are considering taking more than one cat, Justin and we highly recommend, because taking all of our cats was the best decision ever. We couldn't imagine not having them. And, you know, even though they don't really like each other, I feel like it does give them a little bit of company, like, throughout the day. So, and they just kind of do their own thing. But they're great, and we're so happy to have them.
Go. Where'd he go?
It's a sprout.
And back into retirement mode.
Yeah.